Dave, you said it earlier, it's just a matter of time. He's going to have a swing that could unlock some things. What did you see from Shohei's, just the home run, that at-bat, and honestly the sense of relief that maybe you saw in him?
There certainly was some relief. I'm certain of that. I thought his last at-bat before the homer to left center, I thought he took a good swing there, and just had some really good at-bats versus Harrison, who's tough on left-handers, and just got a breaking ball just out over, and it was good to see him hit his first homer with us at Dodger Stadium, and obviously the fans got a lot of enjoyment out of it, and I'm sure there was some relief there.
Dave, how close is he, based on what you've seen these last couple of days, to being like on time and safe?
Very close, very close. I thought today, swinging to some good pitches, he was on time. Even his misses were just off. I don't think he was in between. And like I said, that third at bat, the barrel that he caught, and then that last one with the homer, I thought he was in a good spot. So, I expect that to kind of continue going forward.
Maybe for someone as great as him, obviously, it's a sign of deal for 700 million. Can you appreciate the fact that he probably learned that you have to, give a pretty good first impression for his teammates and the organization, and just kind of an optic by his standards, and it's just fine getting that out.
I think there's something to the human nature part of wanting to get off to a good start with a new team, and obviously with the contract and things like that. But, I think most important that we're winning baseball games, and I think that's something that helps kind of the transition or the weight that you might feel. And so as long as we keep winning, knowing that he's going to perform at some point in time, and tonight was a really good step, and legged out that base hit, just to get on base and feel like you're helping the team. And I know he felt good running around the bases, scoring a run right there. That was a big run. And then obviously the homer to get that goose egg off the board.
Scoring 5 runs a game so far at least. Can you give me anything that's wrong with your offense right now?
No, not right now. And you're never going to have everyone lined up or synced up all at once. But even right now with some guys that are kind of scuffling and trying to, find their way with their swing, we're still putting up, 5 runs a game. So I think it's big for our starting pitching. And it's big just for the morale, that knowing that we can score early, we can score late. And we've seen some good arms, and we're still finding ways to put up some crooked numbers, which is huge.
What you see out of last time today, and how big was the man?
So, with Glass now, it's almost like every time he takes the baseball, you feel like there's a no-hitter possibility. The stuff is that good. And he left that slider up and out over to Bailey for the homer. And then I think he just lost a little bit of confidence maybe with that slider. But I thought he was really good still. He still punched 7 in 6 innings, walked a couple guys. I thought we were going to get him through the 7th inning, but it just seemed like, it just wasn't as sharp in that 6th inning. And it was fortunate that we had some guys capable, and I wanted to run Joe out there. I had Joe potentially to get us out of that 6th inning, so he was already up. And then so for Joe to start that 7th inning made sense. And then at the top of the order, I wanted to use, our best reliever available tonight, and that was Huddy. And so having Dinelson get the save, that was nice, really nice.
In this day and age, you saw Lamet when you were in San Diego, I believe, right? He was in the system. I mean, what his potential was then, and all the stuff that's happened. Looking at him now, how do you compare what the potential was to what you're seeing now?
Well, when we saw him in San Diego, it was 95 to 97. It was a deadly slider, and if you're right-handed, you're out. And so the velocity is starting to tick up a little bit. I think the thing with Dinelson is he's just got to continue to throw strikes. And if he can throw strikes and fill up the strike zone, and you saw what he did to Chapman, with that 3-2 breaking ball. So when he clips it, it's a really good breaking ball.
second straight night by the score of 5-4. They are now 7-2 on the season. Tyler Glasnow improves to 2-0, went 6 innings, allowed 3 runs, struck out 7 to Nelson Lametta's first career save. Shohei Ohtani 2 for 4 with his first home run, and Miguel Rojas 1 for 3 with home run number 2. There's gonna be a lot of talk though about that man Shohei Ohtani. Let's hear more from him right now. He's inside the Dodgers clubhouse talking with the media.
Shohei, I know we talked about the home run out there, but were you able to get the ball? And if so, are you a sentimental guy who would keep something like that?
まず、ボールはもらいました、持ってきましたかと、それでボールに対してなんかその特別な気持ち、思いっていうのはありますか？
戻って、ファンの人と話して、はい、いただけるということだったので、はい、僕にとっては、すごく特別なボールなので、本当にありがたいなっていう。はい。
Yeah, I was able to talk to a fan, and was able to get it back. Obviously, it's a very special ball. A lot of feelings towards it. I'm very grateful that it's back.
Shohei, what did it feel like to get a hold of that pitch and kind of get this first home run off your back, I guess is a good way to put it?
ある意味、この初ホームランっていうのを、成し遂げて、いろいろ、重圧が多分なくなったと思うんですけども、それに対してどう思いますか？
自分の中ではかなり長い間打ってないなっていう感覚だったので、バッティング自体もそこまで良くなかったですし、まず、一本出た、安心してるっていうのが率直なところかなと思います。
Yeah, honestly, very relieved that I was able to hit my first homer. It's been a while, and I've been, honestly, my swing hasn't been great. So overall, very, relieved.
Sure. How much does it mean to you that it's the difference of the game, that it was a one-run game, game-winning home run, basically?
もう1点差の試合で、大事な場面でのホームランっていうところでどう思いますか？
結果的に5対4で勝って、その1点で勝ちはしたので、後半の、いいところで一本打てたっていうのはまず良かったし、僕だけじゃなくてオフェンス全体的に相手にプレッシャーをかけ続けてたのがやっぱり良かったのかなと思います。
Yeah, just being able to contribute in a 5-4 game, close game, and obviously it's not just me, but overall the team was able to really put up good offense today, so I'm very relieved and happy about that.
Shohei, did it feel like you saw that pitch coming?
ボールはすごくじっくり見えたんですかと、打ったホームランの。
徐々に良くはなっては来てるなとは感じてましたけど、その中でやっぱり結果につながるかどうかっていうのが全然違うと思うので、そういう意味ではすごく良かったかなと思います。
Yeah, I was able to, be able to see the ball better each day, and but it's never a guarantee. So just happy that it led to a good result.
Were you getting frustrated? You mentioned that it felt like a while.
多少フラストレーションは感じてましたかと。
フラストレーションはそうですね。僕の中ではやっぱりさっきも言いましたけど長かったなっていう印象が強いので、早く打ちたいなっていう気持ちがどんどん、いいアットバットからかけ離れていくっていう状態だったので、これを機にしっかり自分の打席を継続したいなと思ってます。
My impression was it was getting a little longer than my expectation, and during those situations it's easy to become anxious. So, I was overall, just relieved.
Did you have to exchange anything for the ball? But did you exchange anything for the ball? Like what was the interaction like with him?
何か交換できましたか？
僕はそうですね、ボールと、ハット2個とバット1本ですかね。
はい。a ball, 2 caps, and a bat.
Considering tonight's outing, especially on the back end, how are you able just to kind of remain subtle and really find ways to be able to get out of a situation with some traffic on?
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of competing, just going out. I think just coming out of the quick step was a little better for me today, just a little shorter arm action and not so out of time. So I think that was helpful, just getting the guy on and then getting out of the situation. A little rough at the end, but overall it was all right.
Up in the booth, they were talking about just the breaking ball, how there were times where, it's really effective or times where you kind of looked like you were working through things. How are you managing just those adjustments in game, and how did you feel on the back end with the results from that ball?
Yeah, I think it's just been inconsistent. It's been inconsistent for a while, the last few starts. I think it's just a matter of I guess it's kind of what you were saying, one inning it's there, one inning it's not. I think it's just getting into a rhythm and finding it and just trying to not have to think about it, I guess. And I kind of got away from me. A lot of the stuff got away from me the last two, but I think how I felt 3 runs isn't a terrible situation. Then came out with a win, so it's great.
This team has scored 5 runs in at least every single game. What's that comfort level like for you when you step out there knowing the offense is going to be there?
Yeah, it's awesome. I think anytime you go out there with the lead, it's a good feeling. And I feel like for the most part, it's been like basically every game. So it's great. A lot of confidence.
You're new to a new team, and Shohei new to a new team. To see him do what he did for the first time, it's got to be a milestone thrill for anybody.
It was awesome. It was great to see him get his first one. Awesome moment. I'm happy for him. Yeah.
In this day and age, a lot of teams talk about reluctance to let a guy go third time through the order. These guys have asked you to at least start the third time every start. Is that something that you think that's what your role should be? There's no reason you can't do that?
I think when I'm right, I prefer going through the order a third time. I think just later in the game, as my pitch count gets up, I think like the rhythm takes care of itself, and I always usually feel better like the last end, like 60 to 100 pitches. I just kind of just feel better. So yeah, I hope I can keep doing that.
You feel stronger and better about that?
Every game is unique and different. I think tonight wasn't necessarily the case, but I think for the most part, I think in my career, you kind of find a rhythm. You kind of get out of your mind and you're out there and you're just pitching. So I enjoy it.
Long way to go, but if you had to think about what your first couple of starts as a Dodger would be, pretty happy with this, what you've seen?
Yeah, 2 wins is great. Obviously not feeling perfect, and I think I'm like, I wish I felt perfect, but at the same time, like our team is so good, and just the defense has been amazing, offense has been amazing. I think it's been a nice thing to see, I think early in season, like how good this team really is. And I think when you aren't feeling perfect, it's just the best team to be on because there's so many guys on this team that are just so amazing. So it's been awesome.
6 innings, 100 pitches.
There is a speed bump on the front. a speed bump on the front. There is a speed bump on the front.